God is alive. No, I didn't say God is alive. Can you hear me say God is alive? I would never say God is alive. Can you hear me? Will you ever know this? If you don't know already. Hey, everybody. Can you hear me say that God is alive? Yes, He is. One more time. God is alive. No, I didn't say God is alive. I would never say God is alive, 'cause He is always alive. Yes, He is. All right. How is my vocals? I was just testing it out there. Hopefully I'm not too loud or too low. Hopefully I'm not echoing or glitching. I'm gonna hop in the chat real fast. I see pushing button is making it last forever and ever. I have a okay 10 by 10. Okay, hopefully I wasn't too loud there. I have a little bit of a feeling that my mic is a little bit too close, but it's all good in the hood. Yes, that's let me switch it up. How y'all liking the print stuff thus far? For those that only know purple rain, don't you have a purple stain? I had to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So in case you don't know, some of these performances and things, and to be honest, there, um, the 92 and the 94 of Glam Slam, I haven't watched all of these thoroughly before I posted it, but I know that is good. I did skim through a lot of it, and I'm going to binge watch it. Um, I have a playlist here. Let me see. Let me show you. Thank you for the 2 likes thus far. It's gonna take me far. Let me show you the doorways to this channel or mansion. You see, I'm building this up. The 10s were for the singing. Oh, 5. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was just riffing a bit. That came from my head. Pause. And I had to give God props. You feel me? But I appreciate that. Just doing a little something, something. It's easy for me to do that, to be honest, because it's not like you got y'all right in front of me. And it's getting a little comfortable here. Let me share a screen, share, and just giving you um, the piece of how I do. All right, so this is another piece of how I do or what I do. This is a channel right here for y'all, the crew. Anybody that's from the outside can check this out. Just go to my playlist section. It'll make you scream and shout. Let me try to see if I can maximize this like Viagra. Oh, I know how to do this. Let me, like you're trying to stop me. Let me. Share screen, full screen. There we go. For sure. All right, right here on the flow. This is my playlist section of my channel, and it makes it a lot easier to get to the you know, to the content, right? To the series. So you have, you know, the Glam Slam here, 94. You have the Arsenio Hall. Um, you know, these are the doorways. You can enter anytime you want. Will Smith spaghetti. You know what I mean? Deadpool 100% right there. Let me look in the chat to see if I'm glitching. Like Max Headroom. The print stuff has been fantastic. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you. I've been doing that way before the channel was even created. I've been doing that for years. All right. And I know I'm on the Friday right now. It's not a Monday, but I couldn't do it Monday. Um, a lot going on. But here anyway, scroll down, see you have the Alchemist 369 right here. This is a playlist for all the videos. It's going to be like that. And that was a closed panel there, and he followed the guidelines and everything like that. So I already know open panel is probably going to be kind of sketchy here and there. People's personalities, and some people just don't care, and some people do it for fun, and then they hang up, and then it's like they try to get a sinister smirk, behind the scenes while I suffer. But no, I'm not gonna let that happen to me, never again. because it happened once already, and I deleted a lot of content because I thought my channel was tainted by someone that claimed that they were going to follow the guidelines, and they really said something they shouldn't have said. So that's why I moved a lot of my older content to Propagate Light Network. That'll be the NDE stuff. And I was going to just move over there. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just stay here. So anyway, here I go. Been building the channel. Will Smith, Dreaming of Oz. You click that, you get the whole series. Dr. Doom Spaghetti, Spaghetti Theme, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Then I had the one for the panel as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and stop share, like Sunny. um, yeah, so let me go through some line items real quick. I don't know why I keep saying let me maximize this behind the scenes. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. Give me a second. What's going on here? See, it shows the panel. Okay, my stream bar tripping or something. I clicked something, it made my screen smaller. I can't get the main screen behind the scenes on StreamYard to get bigger. I don't know how it got small like that. Anybody know? Let me see. Well, anyway, y'all can't see what's going on there. All right, so pull up the line items real fast. Let's kick this up like hot grease. I'm not talking about Travolta. You get it, grease. All right, so don't be alarmed. I do have gems like Knotless, okay? You just listen real close. Lyricists here and there, you know. All right, so anyway, we are powerful because we are spiritual beings. You know, I was having a talk with somebody recently, and they were saying like, we were talking about alien beings or whatnot, and this person was saying, well, um, they do believe that they exist, and they've been over, you know, sites and, you know, shutting down things that could, you know, harm the planet, and then also I guess harm, you know, where they're from or outer space or whatever, because it'll reverberate from what I'm hearing if there's any kind of, you know, boom going off or whatever. So they'll, you know. So this person was talking about that, and they said, well, you know, if they wanted to get rid of us, they would have been did it, but it's like they probably just don't care, you know, about us or whatever like that. And they were kind of tagging that to a story of, like, let's say if there's a fly in your house, you know what I mean, that person will just kill it because you don't really care, you know, really care about, you know, if you're going to go back home to your fly wife, so to say, your kids, and, you know, go back to work tomorrow. And I was just like trying to say, like, you know, we're just kind of joking around at the same time, and I was just saying like, well, sometimes when you have a fly or something in your house and it's going around in a circle, it's kind of understanding, I guess, that you'll feel that way. But from the flyer's perspective, we don't know what the fly is thinking. You know, they're probably confused, or just probably just having fun in a new environment. They don't know that they're in someone's house. And sometimes a fly will fly towards a window. They're just trying to get out. They're like blocked by this invisible force that's blocking them from the outside. That's probably how they're looking at it. Like, wait, this is outside, but I can't move. I can't move. Like, I can't get past. They're on your window. Just open the window, let them out. You know, fan them out the right way. And sometimes when they come into your house through your window, let them follow the wind out, back out to the wind. So sometimes they'll fly in, and then they'll fly towards the window, and then they'll double back, and then, you know, fly further into your home just to follow the wind back out the window. If that makes any sense. That's something that I've noticed. Pushing says, sorry, I gotta have a piece of hair on my head. Feel like it's in my mouth. Yeah. Pushing button says, I think it's a piece of hair or something. Pushing button says, if it would reverberate that much, it would destroy everything here. That makes sense. I never thought of it like that. Uh, I guess, yeah. I guess so. I guess so. But isn't it possible? Is it possible that, let's say if it's in one area of the earth and, you know, that gets destroyed, but then it can still reverberate into and affect other, you know, planets or whatever have you, or whatever's going on out there, outer space, spaceships or whatever. I don't know, because it's a vibration, right? I don't know, because if they're going to stop things from a certain part of Earth, if it's not that important, then why stop certain area? Oh, well, let me take that back, because certain areas have is allegedly have the ability to make things bad for the whole thing. So Pushing says, yeah, I suppose. Yep. Um, so as you see on the thumbnail there, anybody listening there, you see what you see there. I've always said rock steady here on my panels. If you're new here, that's the same thing that I say, rock steady at the end of everything. And I explain it a little bit more. I say, when the waters of your life or something like that is rocky, just make sure you rock steady. Go through your life in a no matter what's going on, still try to stay positive and stay steady. You know what I mean? And keep moving forward. You know, so throughout the panels there and here, there's been some monsters in the ocean. And some people, in my opinion, it's like, okay, well, uh, Propagate got to know me a little bit. I've been on here for 6 panels, or maybe since the beginning, or whatever have you. We talk behind the scenes, and then now it's my turn, or my chance or time to go ahead and do things that's against the guidelines. He's not going to say nothing because it's me, right? Nah. So someone hit me up recently that's been on the panel. And people are like, "Where's this person at? Where's that?" They hit me up, and they claim that this is some stuff for my consistent followers that knows about all this stuff. But just real fast, I'm addressing them. That's to the new people listening in. But and also, this is a personal growth situation too. Maybe you've been through something like this, but just to let you know what's been going on, without saying any names or anything like that. I got an email. They were saying, like, recently here on the channel, maybe panel 41 or 42. I was talking to this new guest that opted to come on the panel. He didn't have any content on his channel. I see something in the chat. Give me a second. Get your popcorn ready. Pushing says, "Oh, I thought you said that because you were a big Teenage Midget Turtle fan." Yeah, I got that ice baby. Pause, by the way. Uh, you are a man, so yeah, I say pause. I did say baby at the end there. But at least I'm not twerking like Ice Spice though. Well, yeah, I am. I'm twerking my words here. Um, I don't think it's good enough for that website called Only though. But I'm just saying. Um, Pushing gives the LOL icon. And so those that's missing this broadcast on the Friday, yeah, I know I usually spend on the Monday, but you know I want to go live at least. See, that's the thing. If I miss a day, I'll try to go live on one of those days within the week. I've been moving and grooving, trying to do things and things like that, and get my rest and all this kind of stuff. Um, but anywho, Chi, this is the thing about what I was saying here. Um, I got an email, and around open panel 41 or so, um, a new person opted to be on the panel. And if you're not new here, you probably was here when that happened. So I brought the person up, but he didn't have any content on his channel. So now I'm not going to bring anybody up that doesn't have content. Watch what happens. So we're talking, right? Everything is good, and I almost had to pull words out of him just to conversate, but it's all good. Everybody has their comfort zone and how they speak or whatever. And usually, if people come up and talk to me, they just kind of vibe with the energy, and I get out of it what I'm getting out of it. You know what I mean? So even if they do something that they shouldn't do, well, that's their bad. That's their karma that they have to deal with. I'm not going to stress off of it no more. You know what I mean? I did my part. It is what it is. So I brought him up. We're having a conversation. Nobody else was on the panel with me, and then so we're talking for about 20 minutes or so, and then this person's side came up, and then She opted to come up on the panel, and then we're talking for about 20 minutes again, all three of us. And then the guy just blurts out, UMFB, and then he hangs up the whole thing. So the email that I got said, I'm not saying it word for word, but it pretty much said that um, during that, this person said that they seen that, and so they said that during that moment, um, man, they said I let a troll up on the panel to disrespect Psy. I let a troll on the panel to disrespect Psy. Okay, so I knew ahead of time this person was going to have some trollish behavior, and I purposely let him on the panel to disrespect a woman. And I wasn't even talking to her first. I was talking to him first. I let her up onto the panel, and he decided to do what he did. Pushing says ridiculous. I have a feeling I'm a little bit loud, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep it like that. Let me see here. Oh, Astral Fugitive says, I remember this. It was one of the first shows of yours I caught. He was a horrible troll. Gotcha. So yeah, you see, I'm not making this up. But the email told me okay. Sai said, I mean, Astral Fugitive says Sai came up because she said she knew that guy was a troll. So Astral is actually um validating what I just said. Sai came up. You see, I was talking to him first. But the email, I just emailed saying you're not too. Okay, thank you. Pushing buttons. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because I do have Sai in the description box as a possible guest, and she always usually comes through. I know it's a Friday, so I kind of throw people off a little bit, I guess, with the Friday. Um, so Astro was validating that she came up. Okay. I was talking to him first, but the email was from a previous guest, and they said that I let a guy up to disrespect Sai. So that will insinuate that I had Sai up there and I was talking to her first. So anyway, this person also said that this lady named Pam that I had up here, I also let trolls, come in here, and that's what she and that excuse me, and that's why she left. Mm, really? So whenever someone comes up and does something that's against the guidelines, it's my fault, and I'm supposed to automatically call someone a troll. But if now I have it. Excuse me. Let me slow down. I've had many people up, and a lot of times, the guest is already on the panel. They're quiet, and then we're just listening to the person's talk, and they end up being a cool person. Nobody's saying that they're a troll at that point. So why, when someone actually does something, then all of a sudden they're a troll? Now, Astral said that Sai already knew, he was a troll. Okay, well, she's a psychic. I mean, whatever. I mean, I could kind of feel a vibe too. But I'm the type of person. This is an open panel, so I'm the type of person like I'll have open. I'm like church in a way. Like I have open arms, but if you disrespect me, then that's a whole different thing. Like I could have a vibe that okay, maybe this is a troll, but I'm prepared for it if something happens, but I'm going into it in an honest way. Like I want honestly have a conversation. Let me see what you're thinking about these things, even if you are a troll. You know, I don't want this to be like a clique. I want to accept people. I'm not gonna accept everybody, but until they do something, then okay, then they're a troll. That's my whole point. What about the new people that have came on that never did anything and no one ever said they're a troll? You know what I mean? It's only when they do something that they're a troll, and I let that happen. All the guidelines and all the steps I go through since day one, way back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Even then, I had brought someone up. It was a female, so she was trooping with us on the panel for about three or four panels, and she never broke the guidelines. You know, okay, cool. It's someone I found online. I thought she had the spark. Come on over, like I'm doing now, right? Same thing I do now. Sometimes I find people and I tell them to come on over. And Pam was one of those people. And, you have a small channel. You have a 400 subscribers or maybe even less. But I don't care about that. Like, I think you're doing a good thing. I have a little more subscribers. Maybe you come over here, speak your piece about the topics because I know that you're already on it. Let's see what you have to say. And maybe you could build some clientele, friends or followers or whatever. I mean, let's share the space as community, right? Open arms. So let's see what's going on. The Chizette. Astral Fugitive says, if they listen to the stream, Sai literally says she wanted to come up because she sensed that guy was a troll. And that maybe you prob didn't know about it. Exactly. How am I gonna know? How am I gonna know? Well, the person that said this in the email basically said they said a little bit more too. I'm not gonna pull the shower curtain back on who it was or all that they said as private information, but I just wanted to get it out there that um, you know, that I follow my own mind, and I try to do what I can with the steps and guidelines. The part where I say I follow my own mind is another thing that they pretty much said to me. Um, One of the other things they said to me was because I consulted them about speaking about the guy that was pointing his finger at me and did a whole video. I said, you know what? I don't think I want to bring that to people. You know what I mean? And they said, yeah, don't put it out there, whatever, da 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 da. Da. Okay, well, I let some days pass. So I said, you know what? Just in case this guy pops up, I'm not going to block him yet. But at that time, I was like, you know what? Let me let people know who this, what's going on. You know what I mean? I could at least do that much because people are connecting with people here through my channel, getting people's phone numbers, and at the same time, it proves my point of why I have the guidelines and how people be flipping on me, like I've been saying earlier in the broadcast. So it makes sense without going into my emotions and doing all of that type of stuff. It's a whole difference. You just informing. You know what I'm saying? So another thing they said in an email was, and I also told you not to do that. Kind of like saying like, and plus I'm kind of like I'm going crazy or something. Like I'm letting trolls up. I'm not following what they're telling me to do. This is my channel. You know what I'm saying? And all the while, they've agreed to the guidelines. And it's all love. It's all love. But the truth is, this is the truth. They agreed to follow the guidelines and they didn't. And I gave them multiple chances. And I even called them, sent them texts, emails, and half of the time, okay, my bad. And they just go right at it when they get back on. Where they cut people off while they're talking and all. And I know people get used to hearing people and they're like, well, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm just going to, oh wow. Oh, that went through. Sorry about that. And it's just, I didn't mean to post that. Give me a second. Let me delete that. I was trying to click something else. That's already in StreamYard right there. Gotta delete this. But you can click the link. You know what I mean? If you want to use StreamYard and if you pay for it, I guess I'll get a little bit of it, whatever. All right, so pushing button says I remember that too. Yeah, that was just recently. Give me a sec. So basically, the person was blaming everything on me. So number one, I don't know what someone's going to do. I try my best to keep a straight stream without all the nonsense. If they break the guidelines, I cut them off. You know what I mean? And this person knows that because they've been trooping with me for a while. It's not their first stream, it's not their second stream. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you're like, well, you, me, this, and me, that. My fault. This. Okay, well, what about this then? I I didn't argue with them, or I just told them, like, well, you agreed to the. I mean, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, is there a difference? Is there a difference, or am I missing something, or like? And then just real quick, when I brought a new person up, they were scoffing them, already saying that they're a troll. What this person did not know, the person that wrote me the email, they were on the panel at this time. What they did not know was that I was already familiar with that guy. I wanted to speak to him further about a lot of stuff, and I could not do that because this person was scoffing them on the panel, doing all kinds of stuff like that while he's talking, and you know what I mean? And then it wasn't just that person, it was another person that he just here to troll. What do you mean? This other person is another person that I've met through his channel that I'm trying to get to know. And you think that they're a random person, so you're already saying that they're a troll because you don't know them. So I never got a chance to really get to know them. And then I had another guest, another guest decided to butt heads with one of them just because, he felt some type of way and tried to tell him to get off the panel. So all this stuff is coming from within. This is what I'm trying to say. It's not always the outside. I'm going to calm down first. I'm getting a little tisky off of this conversation. What's up, Jacob? Speaking of waters, you missed what I said in the beginning about the ocean and stuff. You see the thumbnail. Rock steady. Jacob Waters in the Chizette. What's up? Welcome in. Um. So when people are calling people trolls, just real fast, I'm gonna add this in here, just because they don't know them and they're trying to groom me into being that way, or saying that I'm too this and I'm too that, or just whatever they can say to say it's my fault that someone pulled past the guidelines. And I didn't even know they were going to do that. You know, I'm not going to go around thinking that everybody's a troll just because I've been trolled before or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what happens there? It manifests. And I think what happened with that person that was saying that other person's a troll is that in their head, everybody's a troll. Every little thing that that other person says is trollish behavior. And I'm literally listening to this so-called troll telling the person that, see, you're doing to me what you're claiming I'm doing to you. I'm literally listening to the conversation, and the person that's been on the panel consistently is the one causing the problem. In the past, I brought a female up. I was saying this earlier, and I didn't finish it. And she's been on the panel for about 3 or 4 panels or whatnot, right? She was following the guidelines and everything like that. Oh, pushing button says, "Get your popcorn ready, y'all. About to get into the story number 2, like a toilet." You're right on, Prop. You do a wonderful job running your channel. I appreciate that. You say can't? Jacob Waters on the screen. Can't. What do you mean? Let me see if I missed anything. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you can assume everybody's bad, but you have to be cautious too. You're usually pretty good at navigating it, and it's sometimes every host has to learn. I agree with that. I can't just assume just because I don't know you that you're a troll. You come up here to troll, and then I start acting like you've already done something. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Speaking about the people that's walking alongside of me, you know what I mean? You're the ones messing it up. Um, yeah. So this lady, maybe back in 2022, when I was doing panels then, no longer you can't find those panels on my channel anymore. But she was riding with us for about 4 or 5 panels, and then let's say by the 6th one, we're talking. There's like 4 people on the panel. She's one of them. And so by this time, my guard is down. This is a person that's been on the panel, right? And I brought to my channel, so I thought she had a spark. I found her channel online, and I asked her, she wanted to come over. So she joined us for about 5, 6 panels. By the 6th one, like, my guard is down. Everybody that's here is here, has been here before. She goes, because she's talking to another lady, and they're talking about some guy or something. I wasn't paying attention, but then she goes out of nowhere, "Sorry, Propagate, I gotta say it." And then I'm like, "Huh?" I don't say nothing, but I'm like in my head, like, "What? Did she just say sorry, Propagate?" And she goes, "That guy is S-ing me." And she repeats it again. The guy is the S word. So premeditated, right? You're just going to purposely break the guidelines for what? For what? Just to make a little point? You're going to get yourself banned just for a little point that you're making, and then you're going to purposely just do that. I did. I just don't understand it, y'all. Man, I'm just like, anyway, you don't even need to be here talking, man. Your words are underage. Talk to me when they grow up. You know what I mean? Like, but usually I'm just like, keep going, y'all. Ride your bike. Keep talking. I'm respectful. You know what I mean? And I don't cut people off when they're talking. I'm always muted, and I want the best quality. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what I do here. Whether you take it positive or not, trust me, I'm not gonna bring no, anger, politics, and stuff that makes you angry. In my opinion, I mean, if you talk your talk, then that's cool. There's always a person for each niche. If you're into politics or using for fair, whatever it is, that's cool. Do your thing. But some places don't accept certain things. So why do it anyway when you know they don't accept it? Why get yourself banned and then complain that it's the host's fault? All right. So anyway, in the chat I go. Jacob Waters says that's why I always say like 1 in 5 or 1 in 10 are, and it's easier once they go through the process of earning your trust and then doing it. Man, that's what it was. Sorry, Propagate. I have to say it. Huh? What? It's SCP. What? Really? Oh, wait. I just got a buzz. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Whoever sends me a donation, let me get this up here real fast. And watch, it's gonna go down to 0 views. But anyway, I don't have to put it up there. But just scroll down to the bottom of the description box. And those that have donated to me in the past, I really appreciate that. I'm kind of going through some financial difficulties right now, in between places to stay, to be honest. And I'm just trying to make things work. I pay rent every week in my situation, and usually that takes up all most of the money that I made throughout. So I'm just I'm doing things behind the scenes to try to, you know, make things more self-sufficient for myself. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, thank you for helping me out. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Trust me. I'm gonna be honest. I called somebody the other day. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this one time, and I know it's gonna get buried in a whole bunch of my broadcasts. And I know I'm considerably a small channel compared to like other people's channel, so I ain't tripping. I'm going through some stuff right now. So maybe 2 weeks ago, I called somebody, and I was like, "Man, can I borrow?" You know what I mean? And I just told him. Because I was surprised. I paid all of my bills that I needed to pay, and I looked in my bank account. And I'm not gonna $2. Anyway, Jacob Waters, how about I send you a sugar mama instead? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I've been free for about 7, almost 8 years, to be honest. I think the marriage that I was in did it to me. I was just like, I'm good. I've experienced some supernatural events during the end of that, um, because of all the negativity that was upon the household due to things. I'm not gonna get into it, but I experienced some stuff that I never thought existed. I'm not going back. But who knows? Maybe I'll later down the line. I don't know, man. I've had experiences with attachments, and to be honest, I did kick it with somebody years ago. After I left her. and then attachments happened, and this and that. And I was just like, you know what? For now, I am so cool. I think I've been doing pretty cool. Um, just doing what I have to do every day, and it gives me more time to stream and things like that too. You know what I mean? Oh, welcome into anybody from Propagate Light Network, and also anywhere else here, even here. Welcome in. Let me see. Go to the chat real fast. Jacob says he's kidding. Pushing says my last relationship burned that whole thing for me too. Excuse me. Jacob asked, "You think all women are bad? I mean, you think all women are bad or like dark energy?" No, there's some good ones out there, you know. And to be honest, um, the last couple of women I was with during times where, I needed somebody, they were there. You know what I mean? And vice versa. There's a lot of good moments, but to be honest, with the marriage is a whole different thing. But this other woman, we always been there, but just so happened to experience some super, I don't know what you want to call it, some other side type stuff with her as well. And I will admit that, I may have been a part of, um, you know, going a route that I shouldn't have gone. Let me see here. So for now, I'm just taking a long break, and this is the longest break I've ever taken in my whole life. But since I've been on this break, uh, that's when my abilities came forward more. My And I started to notice more things in reality. I'm getting here. Let me see what's going on here. Getting pings. What the? Wait, what? Oh my, what? Sent you? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Oh my god. All right. Someone sent a donation in. Another person. I appreciate that. You know. Um. Wow. I don't think I recognize your name here. Wow. Okay. So donation I got. The donations I've received thus far. Uh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. So I appreciate that. I really, really do. I more than appreciate it. Now I feel a little bit more free. Oh my God. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not going to say your name unless you want me to. Um, um, uh, both, I don't want to give it away. Couple of people. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if it's $10, I'm just like, oh my goodness. People hear me. Okay. Because see, Mud Rabbit was on here not too long ago, and she was like, "Come on, people, even if it's for something to eat." And and last week it was like, "Oh man, what am I going to eat for the rest of the week?" You know what I'm saying? So people care, people care, people care. I appreciate y'all a lot. All right. Oh wow, I felt it. I felt it was. I felt it was. Oh my goodness, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, fugitive. Thank you so much, and the other person too. Thank you. Now the link. Hmm. Did I put the link? Oh yeah, the link is in the chat. I think it's pinned already. If anybody want to come up, if you're new, just read the pinned message first. If you're on my other channels, this is being restreamed right now too. Just come on over. Come on over to our place, and then you'll see the link in the chat. but you have to follow the message on there first before you decide to click the link. Man, oh man, yes. All right, I feel good inside because it's not just one person. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it's more than zero. You know what I'm saying? And that's been holding me down for a long time. So I want to give respect and props to those that helped me through. You know, with the donations or whatever like that. Um, those that even consistently help out, even if they send an email and say, "Hey, prop, how are you doing today?" I appreciate those reach outs too. People leave comments on my videos. You know, I reply. You know, what I mean, I love the conversation. If I'm not live, you can reach me that way. You know, what I mean, or you can reach me email, whatever, and chat it up a bit. Some people I do private conversations with sometimes on StreamYard, and it's private, and we could talk that way. You know what I mean? So, oh man, thank you. Community is thick here. Appreciate you. Let me see. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And just to be honest, um, there's another person too. You know what I mean? And other people before that, or just in general, everybody. I mean, I think. Well, I can't. I don't want to give it away, but who's who? But you know who you are that sent me something, so I really appreciate that. Even if it's $5, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, shedding a tear. All right, so let me get here. I didn't expect that. I didn't even expect it the first time. I got goosebumps here. All right, so that's all for the line items. Let's see here. Oh, synchronicity. This is off top here. I was saying before that I think that just in general, synchronicity, a lot of things I've been experiencing under the esoteric as far as reality and things like that. Like what's another one? Synchronicity. I don't know. I can't think right now. Like, oh, I'm looking in the chat. Yeah, I mean, 5, 10, whatever. It's just someone cares enough to send something. That's all good, man. Um, Wait, okay, where's my thoughts at here? Um, I'm realizing that I'm seeing my thoughts um in front of me and around me. So I'm thinking that, goes back to what people say that everything is all one. You know what I mean? And I keep bypassing that when I'm experiencing these certain things like synchronicity. I'm not applying it to that. I'm getting confused with the titles and the pronouns. If it's all one, then the pronouns is just to identify which part of the you that you're referring to, I guess. If it's all one. So in other words, like today, maybe like five times or so, I was aware of something in my environment that I was thinking about previous to it happening. You know what I mean? And I'm not excited about it to the point where, oh my goodness, oh, I'm not doing that no more. I'm just like, okay, yep, When I see it, when it happens, I'm like, okay, that right there. And I immediately think about what I thought about before it happened. And I'm like, okay, that matches up. That's the same thing right there. Throughout the day, 5 times a day that happened. And now that I'm really realizing these things, I'm thinking that, okay, all one. This whole thing of I was thinking about my friend before they called, it all starts with a thought, right? So maybe we made that happen in a way. You know what I mean? Maybe we're all here. Not maybe, but we're obviously all here together. You know, I wouldn't got the $5 or $10 if it wasn't for you, type of thing, right? But in my head, it's like, man, I don't know how I'm going to make it, but then someone reaches out. So I didn't expect that, but I wasn't thinking ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like expecting it. So I'm still trying to understand how things work, when it comes to thought. I think that we all have the power, even myself, to make things happen for other people, which I have done. I do all the time, even at work. Is My job is more of a human service type thing, so I'm helping people all the time. Oh, and I just met last week I met this rap artist named Little B, the bass god. I was helping this guy with something, and he had attitude with me at first, but then I didn't get no attitude back with him, man. Just I understand what people are going through, and it was just based on something else, really. And then we had a good conversation. And then when he was leaving me, he was like, "You listen to rap?" And I was like, "Huh? What? You listen to rap?" "Yeah." He was like, "My son is Lil B, the bass god." And I was like, "Huh? What did he just say?" Did he just throw some profanity at me in some in in a different language? I was just joking. And I was like, "Oh, my snap." And I was like, "Oh." And then I messed up and I said, "Oh man, you look like him." It's his son. His son looks like him. Oh my goodness, the connections I've had throughout the years, and I dropped the ball. I literally had Dr. Fink in my hand. Like, not literally, of course. That would be kind of weird. He's not that small. I mean, I know Prince, they say Prince is small, but I don't think he's even small enough for me to hold him in my hand. That'd be kind of weird, right? But Dr. Fink, the keyboardist for the Revolution, I have no, this is back in excuse me, sorry about that, got loud. It was back in my Hotmail days. So that's how far back for me it was. I have no idea how he got my email. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't even remember. Like it was a long time ago. It was probably like uh, 2010 or something like that. Um, Thank you, Pushing, for being a supporter of this channel and myself. You, I mean, man, I've already, like I said on the last panel, man. I give Pushing major props, man. Pushing gets major props as well. Um, um, all the time. Astral gets it as well. Thank you so much for y'all support. And I don't want to say no names. I don't think people want me to say names, but you know who you are if you're listening. Um, so yeah, maybe back in 2010 or something like that. I don't know. Um, I posted my Prince podcast on SoundCloud. I had a free account. And on a free account at that time, they will allow you to get 100 downloads. So if someone goes to your track and they download it, you have about 100 downloads before you have to pay. So I posted my Prince podcast on my SoundCloud account, and then overnight, I received 100 downloads. And then before that, I was promoting it on SoundCloud, and I accidentally sent it to one of Prince's best friends, and they shut me down. But at that time, I didn't know much about. I wasn't totally in sync with what's going on with me and my abilities, or right. But things were happening. Now I know a little bit more, a lot more experience and things like that. But at the time, I felt that Prince was aware of my podcast. He heard it, and I purposely put it together in a certain way where even he will appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? When I first made it. So long story short, um, my podcast got shut down by the Prince police, and then sometime after that, I got an email, and I just don't like. Okay, excuse me. Think about it like this. I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking about this earlier. Yeah, for sure. Pushing there. I'm just going to the chat. Let me see. Shit, bro. Welcome. Thank you for. Oh yeah, I appreciate you. These are people that I really appreciate. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all that's here. Man, y'all, you freed me up, man. I'm telling you, freed me up. I could probably take a day off from work. I've been working. Sorry, I've been working every week, just only taking one day off because it's that serious. You know what I'm saying? And now, huh? You know what? I could put some money towards that IRS thing because I got to pay that off, man. That's what this stuff is for too. And I have something to eat. So also, man, thank you. Um, so any hoochie, I got an email one day, and it was a person that sent a MP3, and it was a remix of a Prince song, and it was Dr. Fink, and he was like, he's submitting that song for my podcast. What? Dr. Fink? Man, oh my goodness. I don't remember. Oh my goodness. I messed up because I did take the song. I may have said, gave them a reply, but dude, I could have did an interview or something like that. Oh man, I dropped the ball on that one. And I knew Prince heard my podcast. And just to be honest, I'm gonna share this too. This just recently, um, I was at this place that I'd never been to, and I'm walking down this white hallway, and at the end of the hallway is a door. I walk through that door, and there's video games and stuff in there. It's like an arcade, like a small arcade in a room. I'm in there, and then I'm playing with the machines or whatever like that. Boom, you know, a couple of days pass. I find myself there again. You know what I'm saying? And then I find myself at another part of the place. I didn't realize it was another part of the place, and it was just like a hallway that was rounded, that's round or something, and there was some kind of place in the middle of it that's round also. What I didn't understand, I was at the same place. This all happened through my dream state. And then a couple of days pass. Now I find myself in another room with other people in an audience watching Prince on stage. Now I realize it was a private performance, you know? And all that while, I was at Paisley Park. I never been to Paisley Park, but I spoke to people online that has been to Paisley Park, and they all validate that there's a game room there. And of course, he has stage rooms there. And of course, that rounded part that I was in, if you look at Paisley Park, there's parts of that house or mansion that's rounded. Then someone verified to me just a couple of days ago that, yeah, what that place is this and that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I was really there on the astral realm because this happened after Prince passed away. And the funny thing is that I really, really feel that he's aware of what I'm doing on my channel too. Even before I post something, you know, he's let me know if that's okay or whatever. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I just didn't know that I could stretch that far. But it is what it is, and I know how crazy it sounds, but I could tell you some other stuff that sounds crazy that actually happened as well. And also, you know, I could pull up somebody, a couple of people that could verify it as well, you know, like they were there when it happened. They know for a fact that, this and that. Yeah, even Mud Rapper said a couple of things, you know. He knew. He knew this. He knew that. Da, 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 da. I knew it was real when he said that because, it happened to her. you know, this is what you got around. I just gotta knock a second. This is what you got around you now. Who is that? This is Neo. Yeah, I see you shaking your head. I know who you are. All right. I'm gonna bring you up, all right? But no profanity. Yeah, I know who you are. See. 1 2 1 2. Welcome back, y'all. One different name. Walk right the door.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you? it's been a long time we have seen each other.
Yeah, you
Hi,
might want to turn your background.
I did.
Okay.
How is
Okay.
your day today? Well, it's been a long time we have chit chat.
Oh, everything's been cool. I've just been trying to understand reality like I was talking earlier. What about you?
Me too. Where's the other ones? My Mrs. Sandy and Jacob.
Well, Jacob is in the Bible and Sandy is at the beach.
That's funny.
I might have to sample you saying, huh? I like that. Astral
Thank
says,
you.
it's Noelle. It's Noelle. How you been, Noelle?
Really,
Since,
good. Really good.
okay. Did you take the ban personally? Did you understand why I did that?
Yes, because I was not being evening. I was not. I was saying some mean stuff to you guys and interrupting. Oh, he
Yeah,
left.
yeah. No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. No, I just made it bigger so you can make your point.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And I'm so glad that I came back. For now.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Right. For now.
I missed you. I really did. No joke.
Oh,
Sorry
just like choke.
about that happened.
Oh, no joke, like choke, no joke. Let me see if I could.
Yes.
No problem. No problem.
Where's everybody? My YouTubers, moms, Sandy and those.
Do you remember? The other
Sandy
ones?
and Mud Rabbits, where is she at? It's been a long time. Where's Sandy? Mud Rabbit. Yes.
Oh no, I was talking to. Well, I don't know where Mud Rabbit is at. Sandy, I don't know what she's up to. I think she said she's. Did you get her message in her community section about her show?
Why? No.
Oh, she said something about she needs to get rest or something. But then I see that she's going to have a show tonight.
She needs to
So I
get
guess I think she said something about she needed to get rest or something, and she wasn't going to do a show. But she has one that's going to be tonight later on. Oh, you're at a concert or something there? You're like waving your hand in the air? You're at a concert?
No, I am watching school the football on the computer. There's all these games are on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games are on.
Oh, for
Yes,
sure.
I'm sorry about that. I'm just my team is winning.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Well,
and
we have a
what about your team? What about your team in
the
football?
team. We play a little bit of football here. I don't watch football, but the team here is fantastic. Is fantastic here on the channel. Yeah, but I don't watch football. But this is a team right here. Team Prop.
Team Prop, yeah, Team
Yeah,
Prop's against a team. Yes. How are
propagate.
you? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
We have what's the update for you? I'm just
Well, the one of the updates I have right now is in the Chizat and it's on the screen. It says it's from pushing buttons. It says it's a question. Can you determine if someone has passed or if they are still living in the astral? Well, just to answer that question, a person that passed away, I experienced them after they passed away. I haven't experienced them on the astral plane. Some of these out of body experiences probably can get a little deeper than me. I have experienced it, but I haven't really, let's say, conversated with people that pass away on the other side. But I know that they're there, though. If that makes any sense, I could feel that. In matter of fact, someone that's a psychic recently gave me a message from someone that passed away, and that the psychic doesn't know them, so the details in that message was definitely for me from that person that passed away. Uh, Cat in the Birdcage, propagate. Yep, propagate a positivity here. Noelle, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
What do you think about
What did I
communicate
think
with people?
about it?
Do you think it's possible to communicate with people that passed away?
I don't know about that.
Okay, okay. Why do you think
What
that?
about you?
Oh, you don't know about that? So what do you mean? Like, you haven't thought about that, or you don't think that's possible?
I don't think that is possible. Yeah, I
Okay,
don't.
okay, okay, nice. Um, I'm gonna put your name in the description since you showed up
Thank
as
you.
a unscheduled. Yeah, yeah, it's all good. I appreciate that you acknowledged that why that I was like, you
I
can't
got
come back.
kicked out. I got kicked out of that plan. Yes, because that was wrong, and it slipped. I didn't. Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, yeah, other than that, I miss you as well as even other
Yes.
people that been, yeah, even other people that been up here that left, or I had to, make sure they can't. I miss the good times, when we were all just talking, and I mean, we had
Yes.
some good time. We had some
Yes.
good times, is what I mean. Yeah, we had some good times. Yeah, but the good
Yes. So
times
where
continue.
is everybody? Where is everybody?
Well, yeah, the good times continue, but I'm streaming on a
Yeah.
Friday. I usually stream on Monday, so some people
Yeah.
are not prepared.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So where is that other girl? I forget that comes in.
You talking about Pam? Is her name Pam,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yes, her. Yes,
are you
her.
sure that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
are
Pam.
you
And
sure?
where is she at?
Okay, I try to. Um, so I brought a new guest up, and this was a person I was trying to get to know because I'm familiar with that person. And then when I brought him up, people were so busy saying that he's a troll because they didn't know him, that she was like, "Oh, it's negative," and she just left. She just left the panel, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, why would you say that?" like, like if you were a new guest on someone's channel, and then someone said that, that will make you feel uncomfortable, right? So I don't. So that's the last time I seen her. She just left because she thought it was negative. The guy was being negative or something. And he didn't even say anything. He didn't say much of anything. If it was negative, I would have shut it down. To be honest, but people feel what they feel. Um, I feel what I feel. So if they're uncomfortable, they could leave. It's all good. I'm not holding nobody here. Like you're holding the straw there. I like that.
But thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
Procadates. Procagate. I'm sorry. Tongue twister. Sorry about my words.
No problem. Cat in the birdcage asks if you're nervous.
I'm nervous. No, not really. I'm just like it's so happy to be on here again, and like yeah.
Oh, nice, nice.
Why would you think I am so nervous? I'm excited. Yes.
Oh, it's excitement that you feel. I like
Yes,
that. That's
to be to be on here, to be on this, yeah. Proc my tongue. Proc the gate. There we go. Yes. Where's
Okay.
Sandy and where is everybody? I really
Mm.
do miss them.
Yeah, you go over to Sandy's channel sometimes, right? I haven't seen you
Yes,
over there
all the
recently.
time. All the time. Sandy's channel is all the time, yes. Except for I'm super busy.
Okay, you have games you've been doing, huh? You do games and stuff like sports.
No, no, I go to this day program for 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's why I'm not going on hers. Yes, a channel.
Mm-hmm. You don't have time, huh?
Yes, but I usually texted her. She responds back to me.
Oh yeah, push. Now you used to know a guy named Hodges or Hodges. I think that's what you.
Who's Hodges? Was it Hodges or
Yeah, I think he's saying that I don't hold nobody here. And that'll be like propagate your hostages. That's what he was talking about there. Oh, so how good is that straw? I mean, it looks really good. I almost want to buy one.
good?
Okay, okay. What do you
Why?
think about the mint? Well, because it looks good the way you're biting it there.
why? Why'd you ask that? The heck?
Okay, okay. I know you go to Sandy's channel sometimes, and she talks
Yeah,
about the.
sometimes Sandy's channel is the best one. Sandy.
Okay. Well,
Sandy,
since it's
I miss her. I really do.
okay, okay. So since she's the best one there, she always talks about the Mandela effect. What do you think? I never heard what your thoughts are about that.
And the Mandela effect is really interesting, I would say.
All
I
right.
would say
Are you
it's
doing it?
really interesting.
Okay. Are you doing a class tonight on plastic 101?
Huh?
Oh, you're a student, huh?
What?
Your teacher. No, you see on the screen, cat in the
Oh
birdcage
yeah.
says because that straw is plastic.
Dang. Stop. They're not doing that in my straws. That game's over.
Yeah, so you didn't tell me what you think about the Mandela effect.
I said it's so interesting.
Oh, okay. You don't like what do you is interesting, okay. What did you hear about it that sounded like, wow, that's incredible, or you didn't know that?
The signs. The signs are different.
Which one? The the ace of spades? I mean the ace of base? I saw the sign. You saw the sign? That's different? Which one is different you talking about? Ace of Base is a singing group that made a song called I Saw the Sign. That's what I was talking about. What sign are you talking about, Neo?
Wait.
Products and personal service, from refrigerators to washers, ovens to dishwashers.
think I just heard the sign. See the sign there, the light. No pun intended there. Home Depot's one there, Birdcage. Oh yeah, I was trying to express not too long ago that that was different for me from my perspective. Maybe I went into a different reality. I don't know, but it three times, the Home Depot, back to the Home Depot, and I'm getting confused, but it changed, or so-called change. All right. Pushing says, I think she does that so nobody asks to borrow her straw. Yeah, she's she's keeping it to herself there, but at least she's giving us a light. Or is it me? Astro says, well, actually, it's a question there. Does that light on the ceiling need to be propagated, Noelle? YouTube took your channel down last week. It says 12th. First time I'm seeing you here. Who are you? I mean, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm not familiar with your channel. Um, are you under a different name? Do I know you? If not, then thank you for being here. All right, let's see here. Noelle, you still with us there?
Yes, I am watching football. There's three games on.
Okay. So yeah. So when you're talking, you might want to turn the sound off so we won't get no copyright strike or nothing like that. But the football game getting on the channel. All right. So yeah, Noelle came up to speak a little bit. Oh, Fools and Tools. Oh, see. Okay, I get it now.
Who?
You have it.
Huh?
I get it now. You have a different name. Used to be Fools and Tools. Oh, okay, I got you. All right. We need
Okay,
to
I'm
talk about
back.
it. Okay. I wonder why they took your channel down. Uh,
Who?
this
Who?
follower in the chat. Have you heard of Tools and Fools and Tools?
Fools and Tools? No.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. Did you see the link in the pinned message? Is that what you clicked on, Noelle?
What?
When you clicked the link, was it in the message? Or was it in the chat?
What? I'm so sorry. What?
Oh, nothing, nothing. You wanna since there's no one else on here with me, do you want to talk a little bit about reality? That's the discussion I usually have. Or do you want to watch the game?
Reality.
You just saying that, huh? I'm just joking. Are you able to do that and watch the game at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I don't want to disturb you. Let's see. It's the strangest Monday night ever. Oh, is this the strangest Yeah, Friday. Um,
It's Friday. Yep, it is.
so what signs were you talking about earlier that you seen in the Mandela?
What signs?
Yeah, you said you seen the signs are different. What
Yeah.
signs are you talking about?
I'm talking about the make that oh, what's that sign called? What's that sign called?
Stop sign?
Oh, hold on, I will be right back.
Alrighty, for sure. Should be right back. She's still backstage. Um, let's see if I can find the sign. Get purple royalty up in this easy, so to say. You know what I'm saying? We brought Noelle up. You know what I'm saying? I'm always cool with people, man. And if someone messes up, I do have to ban them or something like that. But she came up with a different name, and she apologized. She's sincere about it, and she's doing right thus far. See, I give people chances. You know what I'm saying? Give people chances. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Going to the 𝙎𝙘𝙧𝙬𝙧𝙚 real fast. So it's Saturday on your end of the world, huh? 12th house. Pushing says hundreds all around. Nice. I wish I had that. I could use that. Let's see. Uh, so it's 11:30. So it's almost lunchtime there. Okay. Okay. Nice. Over here is evening, and it's Friday. I like how we're all able to connect, like AT&T. You know. Uh. Yeah. So usually when she comes up, for those that don't know, or to those that don't know, she's usually quiet. She's on the panel, and I'm talking to other people, and we're all talking, and she's doing her own things a lot of the times. But I had to banner a banner. You get it, banner. But it's all good now, I guess, because somebody did some things. So, but it's all good.
I'm back.
It's only a open. All right, you back, you back. All right. Hey, have you ever experienced any ghosts before, or any like what they
No,
call paranormal?
no, I don't want us to talk about this. This is really scary.
Okay,
Please.
yeah, yeah. I don't like to do that either. Just what I guess what I meant was it could be someone that like a friend or something, that you love, and it's all positive, it's all nice and good. Like I
No,
would say
I
this,
don't wanna. I don't want to talk about this anymore, please.
yeah, no, I'm saying that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm not trying to go to the
No.
scary route. I'm not trying to go
Okay.
the scary route. So what else changed for you? What else is different for you in your reality that used to be something different? Like a name of
I don't know.
Okay, what would you like to talk about?
I would like to talk about how is that your day and what did you do today?
I just worked. Today's a work day for me. I worked.
Like where did you work?
I don't want to give all the, you know,
Information. Okay, sorry
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
But I work with people. I see people all the time, and they tell me their stories and things, and it's like have you heard of human service work? Stuff like
Of
that.
course. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, like that. You know,
And
um,
so you're on a live Friday. I was like, wow. You usually come on Mondays.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't do Monday, so I want to do like at least a day in that week if I miss Monday or something like that. So here I am. I never did Friday before.
You never ever have. Like I was so interesting. I was like, wow, he's on a Friday.
Yep, see? Yeah, try to be honest with people. She validated that right there. Y'all, yeah, Friday's new for me. Um, what do you think about psychic abilities? Have you spoke to Psy before? That girl Psy intuitive?
Hold on.
Okay. Back to the light. Yeah, yeah. Let me see here. Subtle Realms, if you're listening, we got to do a song. Because, girl, you can sing. Okay, let's see here. Get into the Chizat real fast. Let's see what's going on here. Astrofugitive. Does Noelle know what microplastics are? Yeah, copyright strikes, man. Man, was your did it say on when you uploaded it or whatever? Did it say that the owner allows you to use it, type thing? And then did it was it that or first? Was it that way first? I'm talking to Tools and Fools. Was it a soft copyright at first and then they just got you later? That's what I want to know. All right, pushing. Set that talent. Oh yeah, yeah. Kattenberg is propagate. It's propagate Prince Jr. Oh man, two copyright from early 2 years ago. Ken, first copyright I've had on my new channel is. Let's go take it down the show. Cat in the Birdcage. All right. Oh, she did a birthday song for you. Cat in the Birdcage want to know what's up. Left you a question. See him. It's a trial basis after 3 months and then it goes away. Yeah. I'm just going to the Chizat. What you think about Noel? What you thinking about? What you want to talk about this evening? I mean, I know you just came on to say what's up.
What are you guys
Anything?
doing tomorrow? I really want more people to show up, like Ken and
Can M, Dr. Dre and them. Let me see. Snoop Dogg. Oh,
Snoop Dogg.
I had a connection with see Snoop Dogg's father did a show on YouTube. Snoop Dogg's father. I had a connection within that. I almost, I'm gonna say almost, but basically I just asked if he needed my expertise in video production or whatever. But that didn't happen because the person I know that was doing it decided to leave or whatever. Let me see here. One whether really pushing. She is absolutely outstanding. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else wanna let's see who's here. If anybody else wanna come up for a little bit, have a little bit more time, like Morris Day. Yeah. Going to the chat.
They the cops these peppers it was a huge a kid's fight, and that's what they are saying for. Like, wow, that was dang. Oh, here we go.
All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's get into the conversation, y'all. Because I feel like we didn't really get into no conversation about what we usually go through. And of course, try my best not to loop because there's too much to talk about. You know what I'm saying? There in the description box is a lot to talk about as far as the topics. Um, but I was saying earlier, let me get to the chat just real fast. And I minimized Noel, but she walked out the door, I think, and then she disconnected, uh, not on purpose, or she wanted to watch a game. So let's see if she's been props before. Do you remember? Hmm. Okay, I'm just reading the Chizette. Yeah, just I watch what regarding what I see in the Chizette. I'm not gonna put it up on the screen, but um, I'll just go ahead and do that. Put this on the screen. I think it's very smart to just watch what you say, watch what you talk about. Like I was saying on the previous panel, um, the talk show host, what's his name? Man, he got pulled recently for talking about what happened in the news. He made a joke or something. I'll just not say anything. You know, certain channels are doing it. They just talk about hey, freedom of speech or whatever. And then later when something happens, it's like, oh, it's YouTube's fault. You see, they don't want the truth out. But sometimes a person's truth is their perspective. You know what I'm saying? But we are all influencers, right? People listen, they may get influenced by what you're saying. So if you have the official news, then it does make sense to me that they may say that anybody else talking about this issue is not official, is not going past you know, their not filters, but you know, no one has signed off on it for it to be public, to be said the way that you're saying it. That can create fear. That can create, problems, or maybe you are telling some type of truth or whatever. But maybe we don't want you to do that. So it's kind of tricky out here, right? So I just choose to stay away from it. You know, period. I mean, pretty much. While everybody's getting winded off of all that stuff, there you have your internet journalist. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is blah 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 blah. Back with another one. And before I start, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you hit the notification. Just be quiet, please. You're just doing it for. You're probably just doing it for some props. Just saying the same old thing. You know what I mean? And how can anybody forget to like and subscribe if everybody's always reminding everybody? Like, you don't have to do it. Just put it in your description box and just talk about the topic. I don't want all the fluff. You know what I mean? No matter what the topic. If I'm tuned in, it's something I want to listen to. I don't want to hear you giving all the fluff. That's my opinion. I mean, you know, respectfully is what I'm trying to say. All right. So that's what it usually is. When Noelle is up, we talking, and she may open up her mic and say, just blurt out things and interrupt. That's what she was saying earlier. It's like I acknowledge that I interrupt, because she will open her mic while everybody's talking and just be like, excuse me, and then she will talk about something that's unrelated to what we're talking about. Uh, the reason why I banned her is because she opened her mic and called this lady Pam that I was speaking about earlier. She was like, when I brought her on the panel for the very first time, Noelle acted like she already hated her for some reason. Like the whole thing I was saying earlier about just because just because you don't know them doesn't make them a troll. So when Pam came up, Noelle was like, who are you? What are you doing here? Who the blank? Before she can get the full word out, I cut her mic off and I pulled her. So how was that my fault? No one has ever said that Noelle is a troll, because she was literally just sitting up there watching television or doing some other stuff. How come she's not a troll? You know? How come no one said it's my fault that she, you know, was about to throw some profanity at Pam? And then even after that, I acknowledged that that wasn't cool. That I was telling Pam that when she was up on the panel, I acknowledged that wasn't cool, blah, blah, blah. I went 2 streams out saying that. And then here I go, you know, a whole 4 months later, this person sending me an email talking about I allowed a troll to come up and that's why Pam left. It's just like, geez, I'm to blame. Okay, that's all good, I guess, at least to you. Oh, you heard people call Noelle a troll? Yeah, nobody here has called her a troll, but they called everybody else a troll. You know, I think that if you're telling the person you don't want a certain topic on your stream and they continue to do it, wouldn't that be called trollish behavior? Or they say, okay, I won't do it, and they just continue to do it regardless when your guard's down? Wouldn't that be considered trollish behavior? Where there's profanity, excessive profanity or politics or whatever, because they're invading and there's a new thing with YouTube now that I just heard about, I think yesterday, that if you do certain things on people's stream, like you keep doing certain things. I told people ahead of time not to do it. Now I told them, I told everybody, now I have recordings, I have, screens, it's easy. It's all recorded. Screen captures, audio files, all that. YouTube channels. Okay, so you want to come up here and just do that after you said you won't, but then you continue to do it after I gave you chances, like I gave Noelle today a chance to come back up. It's all proven, it's all recorded, and it all goes to what I'm saying. But they have a new thing now where if you're doing some stuff on people's channels continuously, then YouTube can get at you for it. And I could easily just take what I have and be like, hey, this person right here. And the next thing you know, that person's going to go to their YouTube and notice that they got a notification from YouTube. I'm not going to do that. But for future reference, I mean, I'm just trying to keep my channel right. Does that make sense? Am I rambling? I think I'm rambling, making sense. I hope I'm not too loud or too low. Let me see here. I know it might be a little bit loud. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm very confident on self-conscious on the audio quality. And if y'all understand me, they try to impersonate me here, prop. Wow. Huh. You're not the only one. There's someone else too, which is how I met that person, and that person ended up coming through. They've been a blessing to me, so they know who they are. They've been a definite blessing to me, man, and I really appreciate them for that. They tried to impersonate this person on Sandy's channel, and I was over there. I know some people that's new to this channel is listening. Who's Sandy? Is this another streamer? It's like a community we have here. But anyways, let's see who's in here. Going to the Chizat. Okay. Yeah. So anybody else? Because I'm kind of snapped out of the whole functionality of the flow of my thoughts regarding the topics that I usually talk about. Now I'm just out of it. Now I'm just like, but again, even though I could sit back and say, well, that's what Noelle was here to do, is to take me off of my path, is what someone else said about a so-called troll. That's what they're here to do. They're here to da. You don't even know this person. They haven't even said really anything, and you're already acting because you experienced that in your past, and now you're trying to just say, oh, this person's just here to troll. What you don't know is that I've spoken to them previous to them being up here, and I wanted to get to know them better. I just didn't tell you that I know them. Let me see. Let me go through the Chizat. Yeah. So, yeah. Unless anybody else want to come up, I'll probably be up here for about 5 more minutes. I kind of lost my whole flow at this point, but I enjoyed just keeping the peace. And this is why I let people up that I don't know sometimes. I just run them through the filters. If they pass, They come up, I want to get to know people. I want to get to know what's on their mind, what they think about their certain things. Even if I feel the vibe, like I said earlier, hey, at least I tried. They have to deal with that karma, not me. You know, I'm not tripping. I do want things to go out to people here from this world stage here on my channel. I want positivity to go out to people. Um, I don't usually talk about ghosts and all that, but I was trying to reach for something to start a conversation is when I asked her about that. But all that really is too is, I guess, spirit. And we talk about out of body experiences. We talk about being in the body. That's what we are anyway, right? We don't have to go into a haunting vibe about it. But let's just have a conversation, you know? So you see, that's all I want to do. All right. Pushing says, I appreciate you, Prop. This has been a good and high vibing time. I appreciate that. And I apologize if I'm off track a bit because I really wanted to come up here and say some things. But what really matters to me is me making the peace with people because I don't want them walking around thinking that I hate them or something like that. It's just that you did something and I had to just let you go, you know? But if you, make up for it, then okay, you know, I'm human too, made mistakes, feel me? Some people, maybe what some people call, I'm not gonna say NPC, although I just said it, but some people are just not really conscious yet. And I'm not gonna just kick them out of the boat just because they're not on my whatever level I'm on, you know? I wasn't always on the I don't know if you want to call it level, but the understanding that I'm at now, I wasn't always here. And I didn't always have someone to hold my hand and like, hey, this is how it is, this is what's going on and let me know what's up. So I had to learn a lot on my own. So I guess that's why I'm so open. Yeah, propagate it. I appreciate everybody's support, you know what I'm saying? And I know I went live on a Friday here, something a little different. But a lot of y'all came through still. And Cat in the Breakage has a question for you there, pushing. I think you already answered it. So let me see. Go to the Chizat. Learn more toward turning the other cheek are. Man, I had my run-ins with people. I've expressed this in the earlier panel. You know, people think that, okay, I'm nice. And then someone literally said, like, everybody think you're a PUNK. This is in my own household, some guest or whatever. Oh, really? Really? This was years ago. I'm not going to describe what happened, but let's put it like this. He got his just desserts. I've been that way since I was a kid. Some dude in the neighborhood, some other kid just came out of nowhere. And I mentioned this before. He had a posse with him. These are all kids. I was a kid playing in the yard, minding my business. He comes over, starts messing with me, and I walked up to his face and I did what I did. And his boys ran off. And while he's bending down holding his stomach, he's looking around, where's my boys at? Then he ran off. I don't know what age I was. I think I was probably 7. But I don't condone, these types of things. But now in my day, now I've been through a lot and things like that. I don't make some of the same decisions that I used to make. You know what I'm saying? Rather than do all of that, I just rather just say, you know what, I'm good and just walk off or whatever, and let their karma be their karma. If I could help it. So Pushing says here about turning the other cheek. You know, I will if I can. Ken says I'm making he's making the piece right. He calls it flat Earth special. I got it on the screen there. That's a good one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good a good eating session there, huh? And I've been thinking about having a slice for a while. I haven't had a slice in I don't know how long. I'll just give or take 5 months. I don't know. It's been a while. No, you know what? It's been longer than that. So I bet I'm going to find me a place where I can get me a slice. Hopefully there. And with a couple of dollars after I pay off some of this stuff, then hopefully I have a couple left and I'll get me a slice. Yeah. So let's see here. Go to the Chizette. Yeah. So yeah, man. So I guess you know this will be this right now, and we'll see what happens later when it comes to guests and stuff. This open panel thing. I'm going 46 panels strong right now. I think it's 46. Is it 46? Where are we at? 46. Well, I sound like I'm all over the place here. Let me see here. What panel are we on here? Let me go check. Uh, I'm on my channel. Why isn't that showing my panel? Oh, panel 46. Yeah. Let's see how many likes I got. We got. We got. Instead of, I guess when you the four, oh, okay, 4 likes. I appreciate that. I think when it comes to the views and the likes, your channel gets out there more or something like that. But regardless, if you know any good peoples that can conversate about this topic that want to come through, you know, you could reach out to me. Have people that you want to recommend here, as long as they can follow those guidelines, man. I appreciate it, and I appreciate being introduced to the people I have been introduced to, like Subtle Realms and etc. Has been good with the discussion. I'm still trying to learn about these topics more. Um, some people come across to me like they have the gift of gab, like they can go into like technical this and that, and I'm like, whoa, you know. So there's a level that I'm at that where I'm still learning that too. So I don't mind having them up here. Um, the video for oh later, Ken. Okay, yeah. You're out here. Okay, peace out, Ken. Thanks for coming through. One of the closed panels I did, the 369. Um, wow, I can't even think of his name now. He's on my live tab on my channel. What's his name, y'all? I can't think of his name now. I don't know why I can't think of his name. 369. R. Jeez. Wow, it's crazy. Let me see. I'm not sure if she'd be up for it, but I will ask her. Are you familiar with Overprotected 101? No, I'm not. I think that I've seen that name. Well, I'll just say no. I'm not familiar. Maybe if you could send me if you don't mind sending me the link somehow. Oh, mind blanking. Oh, let me scroll up here. I think I missed some stuff here. Okay, who smells sense? Nice. I like that. I like that comeback there. You said there pushing, and then those 46. Yeah, yeah. Is there a way you could send me the link to that channel? Maybe I could search for it. Let me see here. Overprotected 101. Yeah, I'm gonna search for it, and I'm gonna check it out. Pre is here. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to close off some distraction that I was getting. Sorry about that. All right, let's see who's here. Okay, thank you for the link. Got that. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, word up. Appreciate that. Pre's been rocking with me for one of the ones that's a returning subscriber, so to say. Just, just been following me for what, 3 years or so. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta do something else. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Things you have to do when you're in between places to stay, I tell you. All right, let me see here. All right, so let's get back to the royalty. Booyaka, booyaka. All right. Get that purple going. This is for a while. Oh, so you know about overprotected. Okay. I know I've heard of that name or seen that name before, but I just don't recall the numbers, after the name. Yeah, I think I did recall seeing that name before. As Pre says he recalls it, and he's been following me for a while. We know some of the same channels, so I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. Overprotected. It sounds it looks familiar. I just don't recognize the numbers at the end of it. She's the person who shadows. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, we talked about that. Okay, I got you. All right. Anything anybody want to talk about or scream and shout or anything like that? Well, it's been a good run for just in general. Been a good run for Friday here, you know. And those that supported me today helped clear out some of the dark clouds that's over my bay. And I really appreciate it. Hey baby, hey baby. Remember that song? Um wow. Yeah, I'm gonna put some of that towards that I have to pay off, man, and that really helps me out a lot. Um, don't really want to say y'all names, but y'all pretty much said it. But thank you so much. All right, so let me see. That's okay. I'm surprised she didn't come in. Yeah, it's a Friday. I don't know. I don't know what she's up to. I didn't speak to her previous to this stream, but I'm going to go ahead and put Noelle's name in the description, and those that's going to see it later is going to already see her name there. Um, even though, I mean, look, you know, she didn't really get on the topics or whatever, but it's all good. I don't mind speaking to a nice personality or whatever, or if someone's being cool, or whatever. Let me see what you up to. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about me. I want to get to know you. As long as you're gonna follow the steps that you agree to, then it's all good. Uh, oh, wait a minute, huh? So what happened to Unbiased and on the Fence? I forgot about that cat. Is his channel still up? Or is it up, but he just haven't been streaming? He's one of the first channels that I've found in my journey of consciousness conversation. He actually told me that he was going to do a stream with me, but failed to, actually do it. But it's all good. He's doing his thing. He's busy doing his thing. I'm doing mine. And I do appreciate him for any of the positive things and enlightening things that he helped bring to the forefront. You know what I mean? Same thing with money bags. Hey, I'll do a stream, but it's all good. I'm not tripping. We all doing our thing. I'm keeping it non-political here, non commercials, as far as referring to like commercial topics, news topics and things like that. I could easily uh, share a screen, a video from online of some type of news thing or whatever, talk about that, or talk about politics, or talk about what just happened to this person or that person. A lot of time, I don't know for sure what's going on, but I'm not going to be sitting up here listening to people talk about, oh, it's all a setup, it's all fake, it's all da 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 da, it's all distraction, blah 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 blah. But as soon as something happened, then you're the first person to talk about it on your channel and be, get into your emotions about it. It doesn't make sense. You can't do one thing and talk about one thing and do another, but you can, because you're doing you. So I have no issue with that. You're doing you. I'm speaking of just in general. I'm not talking about money or anybody like that. Personally, I'm thinking aloud about. I'm generally speaking aloud. Generally thinking. Wow, my thoughts, my words are everywhere right now. Sorry. I'm gonna listen back and be like, damn, why was I slipping up so much? Let's see here. You said you're subscribed to one of his first two. Yeah. Let me see here. Go to the Shazad. Yeah. Yeah. Scarab was actually the first, professional sounding broadcast that I was attracted to when I first even heard about the Emmy. And that was way back in, I don't know what year that was. It was back in my Hotmail days. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, 2011 or something, 2010 or something like that. I don't remember, man. The years are going by quick. And again, the years will go by slow if you find yourself in the bing bing, if you know what I'm talking about, right? You sitting there for 7 years, 50 months or something like that. 4 years. Y'all, man, we gotta, you know what I mean? Let's keep the positivity energy going. But I can't help if someone decides to make decisions that puts them in that position. So whether it be scamming or whatever, you don't want to be sitting in there, because once you're in that courtroom, I'm pretty sure you're going to be like, because it looks like the people that's in that courtroom, they really don't have no say. They can't just get up and be like, judge, blah 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 blah, because you're going to be incriminating yourself. You're not going to be speaking that court language, and you can say something that can incriminate yourself. And then, speaking of that, just don't get into that situation, and you don't have to worry about it. People come in here saying things that they tell me behind the scenes. Look, I used to do streams back in the day, and I got into some trouble. I said some things I shouldn't have said, and then next thing you know, I was being followed by they're telling me this. I was being followed by a blacked out vehicle or something. If that's the case, then why are you bringing the stuff that got you in that situation? Why are you bringing it here? Why are you putting everybody else at risk? But I guess how it would go, if anything did happen, they will be going towards the person that's running their, saying the stuff that they're saying, not anybody else. But anyway, keep it positive. I'm out here, and thank you for being here. And the donations, man. I don't even know where to start with the emotions. It's like, I appreciate the donations. You know what I'm saying? Our donation, um, and the support. If you're not able to donate, um, I don't give you less love. You're supporting in the way that you're supporting, and that helps the channel grow to where, to grow where it's at now and to go even further. And thank you for checking out all of my content as well. All right, so let's make sure that there's no monsters in the ocean. That's the theme of this this one here. Make sure you rock steady on your ocean, like Billy, not Billy Carson, Billy Ocean. Oh man, I feel man, um, thank you for everything. I'm out here. Rock steady. Yeah, it's still Monday for now. It's still Monday for now. If I miss Monday, it will be another day in that week. Thank you so much. Oh, and I'm skipping Thursdays for now too. I have a lot on my plate. I'm trying to finish my plate before I take on another day. And with y'all support, I'm able to stream more, be a little bit more happy actually, and to pay off some stuff that's been over my shoulder. I really appreciate it so freaking much. Thank you. I appreciate you caring that much about me. Thank you, Rocksteady. That's funny there, Astral. That's funny.